This is Jam Nation.
With Jonesy and Amanda.
I've loved all the stuff. We were talking earlier about some of the strange traditions and things like that with all the royal family and all the lovely stories that are coming out of people's experiences with the Queen and her sense of humour. Theresa May, who was Prime Minister of England during, the Queen has had 1,000 Prime Ministers, starting with Winston Churchill.
Yeah.
But Theresa May told this charming story in front of the House of Commons the other day.
I remember one picnic at Balmoral which was taking place in one of the bothies on the estate. The hampers came from the castle and we all mucked in to put the food and drink out on the table. I picked up some cheese, put it on a plate and was transferring it to the table. The cheese fell on the floor. I had a split-second decision to make. I picked up the cheese, put it on the plate and put it on the table. And I turned round to see that my every move had been watched very carefully by Her Majesty the Queen. I looked at her, she looked at me, and she just smiled. And the cheese remained on the table.
That's what happens.
I love that story, and it reminds me of a moment I had. Excuse me. It was a big, important, and fabulous event that the Women's Weekly hold every year for the Women of the Future Awards. People nominate incredible women doing extraordinary work to help other women throughout the year, and then they have an awards called the Women of the Future Awards. And it was at the Opera House. I was sitting at a table with Ida Buttrose, with the editor of the Women's Weekly, Nicole, wonderful woman.
Yep.
And I was sitting next to another great
Jessica
woman.
Power from Married at First Sight would have been there, I'd imagine.
She wasn't there, I don't think.
An amazing woman.
Julie Bishop's also on the judging panel. A lot of high-powered women.
Yep.
So I'm feeling out of my league enormously anyway. I'm sitting next to a fabulous woman, Elizabeth Broderick, who was a Sex Discrimination Commissioner. So this is a big table. And I put some chicken in my mouth because we're talking and eating. And it's like I just forgot how to eat. I opened up my mouth to talk. Why would I do that after I just put a piece of chicken in it? And the chicken just fell out, unchewed. I'd put it in, I opened my mouth, and a piece of chicken fell out of my mouth and landed on the floor.
Right.
Between me and Elizabeth
Was
Broderick,
it a big bit of chicken?
Sex Discrimination Commissioner. A chunk of chicken.
Yeah.
And we both just looked at it. And I said, don't even think about it.
Was she going to eat it?
Well, but she was. We both sort of looked at it, and there was a moment of, well, someone's got it, and I said, oh no, don't. Oh. You know, those terrible moments when you just forget. You forget how to eat, how to live. I just wanted the earth to swallow me up. She was so charming, it didn't matter. But there is, you think, oh, what's happening? What's happening?
But what you're saying is that chicken was so big that you could both notice it on the floor.
Oh yes, it wasn't a speck.
No.
You cut a chunk off, put it in your mouth, and it falls straight out onto the floor between you. There'd be no chewing. It was a big chunk of chicken.
It wasn't a drumstick, was it?
My caveman eating habits.